Hi Capricorn, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-October 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight. That's in the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side, we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left is your energy and the cards on the right is the other person's. If you feel that's a way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is Virgo energy here, and to me this says that you were definitely embracing a very independent energy in the past. And so maybe for some of you, this could just be pointing to a timeline, saying that maybe this was during Virgo season you were embracing that energy more, but if not that, either way, it could just be saying that you were coming across as very independent and not really too focused on putting energy toward this connection. If you look at the body language, she's not even facing the cards on that side, right? So looks like you weren't really giving energy toward the connection in the past. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Death card. So this is Scorpio energy here. And yeah, to me this says that ultimately when you were embracing that independent energy, it seems like this person got the impression from that the connection was over. So even if this was just something where it was going to be a short-term thing in your mind, like, oh, I just need a little bit of a break. It seems like this person thought it was more of a permanent ending. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Four of Coins. So this is actually a Capricorn energy here, so this could definitely be how you're feeling right now. But nothing else, I feel like this is saying that it looks like you're still not really trying to give much energy to the connection, but you might find yourself thinking about this person often. If we look at that figure in the corner there, it looks like they're not physically in the room with her, but nonetheless they're there in a way. So it's like I feel like you could just find yourself thinking about this person quite a bit and still trying to distract yourself with other things to where you're not trying to consciously give energy to this connection, but it seems like you're still feeling that pull toward them. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, so that looks like there's something there where it looks like they still definitely see a lot of potential in the connection with you, but given that we see the mask on the people there, it could just be saying that, yeah, maybe they're not necessarily expressing that, right? Because again, like I said, it seemed like initially when you were embracing your independent energy, they thought that the connection was over altogether. So they might just be feeling like, even if they have these feelings still, they might just be thinking it's more of an unrequited thing, so they're not really expressing it. Alright, future energy on your side, we have Wisdom. So this is the equivalent of the High Priestess in traditional tarot. And yeah, to me this says that you could just be trying to feel out intuitively, like where this person is, right? Like what they're feeling. Should you try to approach again and see if you can get things off the ground or not, right? I feel like you're just really going to be observing them, trying to figure out what your next move should be. Alright, future energy on their side, we have the Two of Wands. So this is Aries energy here. So for some of you, this could even be pointing to that Aries full moon we're going to have soon. Now, given that this is in a future position, but for some of you, it might not happen that quickly. But either way, I feel like this is saying that looks like they might have someone in their friend circle who might encourage them to come forward and approach you again to see if you guys could get things back off the ground. So that's what I see with that. Alright, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Balance. So this is actually the equivalent of Temperance in traditional tarot, which is a Sagittarius energy. So yeah, so there could be that part of you that deep down, right, like I said, it seemed like you were just embracing your independent energy, and here, even though it looks like you're thinking about them more in the present, it seems like you're still resistant to it. But ultimately, to see this at the bottom of the deck tells me that in a way you do feel like they do bring balance to you. So maybe it's an opposite to attract kind of thing, right? Because we see the fire in the water there. So maybe like, okay, maybe we're quite different in ways, but actually still feel that strong pull. All right. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, so this is usually an energy that points to reconciliation, and this could even just be saying that, you know, if especially if you guys have mutual friends, let's say, right? Maybe when you are out and about with those people, you might cross paths again, or maybe even you'll just even if you have separate friend groups, you know, if you live in the same area, maybe you'll end up crossing paths while out with friends, and maybe there could be some potential to get things going from there. All right, moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck. Just going to give this a few shuffles, and if I get a jumper, I'll take that card, but if not, I'll put the deck down and we'll cut the deck and pull a card that way. Almost that one there. Got one there. Okay. And next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So give this some shuffles, and if we get a jumper, we'll take it. If not, we'll put the deck down, cut the deck, and pull a card that way. Alright, so I'll put the deck down. And like I said, we'll just cut the deck and take a card that way. So I'll take this one. Let me get this out of the way. And we'll read that Messages of Love card first. Alright, it says Obsession. It says someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. So the interesting thing there is I could actually see that on your side in the present, right? Because like I said, it seems like there's resistance on your part to the thoughts, but it seems like you're still finding yourself thinking about them quite a bit. And technically, I could see that on their side too, with the Nine of Cups. But either way, it looks like neither side is expressing it in the present. Alright, and then from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Never Ending Story. There's the artwork, and the number is 37. Alright, so we'll see what this has to say. Alright, the relationship message says sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable that this knowledge is, however. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. So yeah, that was an interesting message there, because maybe this is saying that for some of you it's a deeper thing as far as why you were kind of embracing your independent energy and not giving energy to the connection, but then in some ways seeming like you want to give energy to the connection. So maybe there is something deeper there for some of you. And with that wisdom energy in the future, maybe that's saying that will come to the surface for you guys to look at, and then maybe that could be what leads to the connection moving forward from there. So hope it resonated for you guys. We're up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.